Thank you for your prayers. Jesus says, no one lights a lamp and puts it under a bushel basket. They set it on a lampstand where it gives light to the whole world. And I think that oftentimes the many good works that we do as a diocese throughout Worcester County don't get the light that they need. Sometimes what we do is the best kept secret in the world, that we don't know all the things that we as Catholics do. And anytime I'm at an ecumenical meeting, I'm really proud to be Catholic because I know of the good works that we're doing. And it excites me to realize that I had the opportunity last week of sitting and listening to Tim Messenger at all 3 Masses. And I was just thinking of the years that I worked in the Office of Youth Ministry. And I realized that sometimes people that are doing the ministry for our diocese don't recognize how important we are. That each one of us helps to contribute the resources so that all the ministries that go on in our diocese are able to function, and that the people who are doing those works are able to continue to make the good works of our diocese known. And they do it quietly. Very few people, we always hear of the Worcester County Food Bank, and it's now a huge ecumenical gathering of people that collect food that supply all of the food pantries in Worcester County, whether they're at a Catholic church or not. However, very few people have the long-term memory of knowing that Monsignor Tinsley, who worked for Catholic Charities, is the person that started the Worcester County Food Bank. And he's the one that rented the building and encouraged all the stores to give of their goods and to pool those resources. And they originally started supplying food pantries for Catholic parishes until somebody approached him and said, can we join? And of course, Monsignor Tinsley was always, certainly, the doors are always open. And so the Worcester County Food Pantry Food Bank is an ecumenical event. And not only ecumenical, it's an interfaith event, which supplies food for those people that are in need. And it's the seeds of our monies over those years that made that beautiful work possible. I have the opportunity of working with the Refugee Resettlement Program. And we help people that come to the United States to settle in and get a house, find a place to rent, a place for their people. We did a huge project when Amerasians were coming here from Vietnam and were escaping Vietnam because they had children who were fathered by American soldiers. And I don't know if this parish adopted a family or not, but many of the parishes adopted families. And because we started doing that, other non-Catholic parishes started doing the same. Right now in the Refugee Resettlement Program, we decided to focus our events on the needs that have been coming to us through Catholic Charities. And that is people who are dreamers, who are in need of assistance, and trying to be able to stay here. The youngest person I met was here since they were 3 years old. They're 24 right now and are scared stiff that they're going to be sent back to a country that they left at 3 years old. So through Catholic Charities, we're working with them and also working with the Haitians and the Salvadorians who are in danger of losing their protective status as citizens here in the United States. And the paperwork that's involved is incredible, trying to make sure that people who speak a foreign language are able to fill out all the forms that sometimes when I look at them, I go, what does this mean? How do I fill this out? And yet, sticking with it and knowing that the lawyers that work with Catholic Charities are doing the same, helping us to live the gospel, to welcome the stranger. And sometimes we want to put walls up and push them away. There's wonderful work that goes on that we here at Sacred Heart and all the parishes of the diocese support. And I'm going to ask you to help us to make our goal of $43,200 by filling out the envelopes that are coming to us from our ushers at this time. Claire, if you would hand up an envelope to each family that's here. I know that many of you have already contributed to Partners in Charity because I know that right now we have $11,000 toward our $42,000 goal. So those of you that have already contributed, I want to thank you very much for your willingness to give. For those of you who have not, I'm going to give you this opportunity now. I'm hoping that before Easter we can put our thank yous out and thank everybody in our parish for having reached our parish goal. And we do need some new donors because we have, I'll need one too, because we've had some of our donors who have passed on, and so we need to make up what they contributed. You'll find a pencil at the end of your pews, and if you could, when you get your envelope, open up the flap that's with the envelope, so your envelope looks like this, okay? I'll wait till everybody's got their envelopes. If you already contributed, would you write on your envelope your name and say, I gave at home? Not at the office, I gave at home, okay? Just so we know and we'll keep track of that, okay? Make sure you have a pencil. And if you could, fill in your name and the amount that you'd like to give. Right here. Your address, your phone, your email, if you have one. If you don't have an email, could you put none in that space just so we know you gave it? And parish is Sacred Heart. And there are lots of Sacred Hearts. We're the real one. Did I say that? Father Scioli hates when I say that like that. And make sure you put Hopedale. That's very important. Okay. And then the total amount of your gift. And I'm going to give quarterly. And the office, the diocesan office reminds you, if you're here and visiting from another parish, put Sacred Heart Hopedale anyway. Thank you for helping us make our goal. Where does it say? Payment options. Send reminder is and put quarterly for me. Yeah, does everybody have a pencil? Did you not get one, Claire? Okay, they were at the end of the pews. Everybody got a pencil? Okay. And if you could check, see where it says matching gift companies? If you work for any of those, or you are retired from any of those, they will match gifts to partners in charity. Okay? And then if you could, clear the slip that you just filled out, put it in here. Oh, it's licorice this year. I lied. And then when the basket comes around, if you would place it in the basket. If you are making out a check, make it out to Sacred Heart, Hopedale, okay? Because we continue to send checks each week from our parish, because there are 97 parishes involved in the campaign to raise the $5 million. And so the diocese just receives 97 checks a week rather than one from every one of us. So if you would make out your checks. If you need more time to think about your pledge and more time to think about your donation, please take an envelope home and bring it back next week with you. And it's got our parish address on it if you'd like to put a stamp on it and mail it in. Tina will be keeping track of everything that comes in, and we will post in the bulletin how we are doing as a parish as we work toward our goal. We have always made our goal in the years that I've been here, and I know how much you appreciate your Catholic faith in our walking together in faith. So ahead of time, I thank you as we journey together as a people of faith, recognizing that we should be proud as Catholics for the many ministries that we perform here in Worcester County, not just for Catholics, but people beyond our faith. Thank you very much. Amen.